Oof. Had to go out in the parking lot to get some sun on my legs because the damn mosquitoes in the patio are atrocious. It might be because of that. They're close to that light or whatever. I don't know. But they're a pain in the ass. But at night, go light, get them. But I'll have to watch that in case if the rain comes in, I'll have to go unplug that. So, ugh. Tired. Tired of stupidity. I'm very tired of stupidity. I'm sick of stupidity. I do need to get one of those. I didn't get it one of those sprayers and get that garlic mixture thing that one guy puts out to spray and spray it on all the plants around here and stuff like that. And, shit, I still may do that if they remain a problem up until next time I go to the store. We'll play it, see how it goes. We should be in King Solomon's Israel because of all the work I've done, and share a caregiving course needs build a lash, when something needs to be done. It's, okay, here's what you need. Here's the mixture. Go use it. Thanks. Okay, well, it's healthier for people. Yeah, thank you. You're swell. Thank you. Mosquitoes are going to do what they got to do, and they got to do, but we need to be more healthy balance and a healthy way to maintain our environment in order to make it more healthy for human beings. And the healthier the human beings, the healthier the bug. Yeah. And then the less the bugs will make you sick and shit like that. Yeah. So, when you make the environment unhealthy, then it affects the critters too. And then they become disease ridden just like you. It's 2 and 2 is 4. It's not hard. It's not hard to be intelligent, but it's real hard to be arrogant, selfish, and stupid. And stupid is arrogant and selfish. And the only way you can have stupid is when you become arrogant and selfish and try to hide the glory of the soul and the patheticness of the mind. And so, I sat and watched some of the things that they had on MSNBC, the guy who does the thing on Trump and Holman and all that. I was like, they're the same people. Everybody does it. I mean, that's the same shit that happened with Hunter Biden. Only Hunter Biden did it for a hell of a lot more money. Okay, and you don't think all the conservatives that support these people know that? And they're going to jump up and down and say, Hunter Biden did it for $1 million. Tom Homan takes $50,000 to take care of his family because he's a hard-working man. Hunter Biden gets $1 billion kickbacks to be a drug addict from his dad's parties, right? It's you can't be this stupid. They are. Okay, fuck. Not another tears. Another heart knows my pain. Absence of love is the meaning for sadness, is the cause of sadness. Okay. And sadness, when, you feel sad because your dog dies or your parent dies or your, a friend passes away, especially if it's unnatural conditions, Natural conditions is, living a long, healthy life. Malachi is the best example of natural conditions. He writes that down before he passes away. Okay. One of my favorite gospels in the whole world is the book of Malachi. It tells about Jesus, tells about Muhammad, tells about, these are the people that will maintain the faith. So when the time comes, so when the man comes, there will be no doom. And the Messiah is the messenger, and you can't have me if you don't have Malachi, and you don't have Jesus, you don't have Muhammad, you don't have the others. Okay, you can't have one beautiful person who chooses not to trap the soul in the mind and embraces faith with all their being. And then, if that stops, then there's no Messiah. You don't love me now. You ain't never gonna love me again. You just break. Chain of fools, you and your money, right? And so, a fool and his money are soon departed. Sooner than later, hope it's not later, right? So, you guys got to understand that. And you got to understand that the people on the left are just as corrupt as the people on the right. Okay. People on the right, old school genocide. People on the left, new school genocide. Okay. We support your right to destroy your sexual reproduction. Yeah. Adopt from people that want to kill each other the old genocide way and train them to destroy their sexual reproduction through surgery. Yeah. Here's your dress. Thanks, Johnny. Okay, Sue, start playing basketball. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? Football, too. Lots of football. All right, wrestling. There you go. And so when you get these people, anybody with half a brain cell working goes, oh, they're all assholes. Yes, they are. Okay. There are no liberals and there are no conservatives. Okay, do you understand? There are no liberals and there are no conservatives. There are human beings. Okay, Judah Krishnamurti, you haven't heard all this. You as a human being, why don't you change? You know what will happen if you don't. You'll remain tribal, secular, and insular, fighting, deriving new ways to murder one another. You can't love your children or you'd end all wars. So they don't love their children. It's training, right? And then they're trained to be a conservative or a liberal. And then people compare the training and say, this training's worse than that training. Or they're both, it's like, no, they're not a liberal and they're not a conservative. They're a human being. The moment you take a person and you label them, you define that person with that label and you negate their humanness. And then in the process, you negate your own. Another heart knows my pain. Tears. Now the tears become a good cry, right? Good song. I don't know why that song wasn't as popular as Tender Love and Here I Go Again. I guess it predates those two songs. I had never heard it till I was in my 40s, right? Get this girl from the Bronx in my head. Oh yeah, that was one of my favorite. I liked that song so much. I was like, I never heard it. Of course, I never heard Stop, Look, and Listen. And she also tells me that's one of her favorites. I was like, are you sure about that? How come you didn't rip it off on your This Is Me Then album? No, I'm just kidding her. I'm joking. Linda Creed's songs, it's not a ripoff. It's something you enjoy them, and if you want to sing, and if it pays your bills and helps people, because you're stuck in the money, the liberal conservative labeling thing. Yeah, I'm just being facetious. I'm kind of that way. I'm not being mean. I'm encouraging. Okay. The Temple said Illuminati used this woman to try to torture me to death with depression, that my forever love would never come along and I would die alone and it would be very sad, right? It's like life is eternal and grace is infinite. I am love. Okay, I'm not having sex with a woman that would rather compete over money than stand up for a Lord's Prayer with me. Hi, I'm gorgeous. I'm Earl's girlfriend. We usually take care of him by having conversations in prayer to his ex-wife, Amy. Everybody says she's a freak, but she's not. No, she's just she's been abused sexually from the time she was young by criminal organizations in the military to maintain liberals and conservatives, because if you don't have a fight, you don't have professional wrestling. And Vince McMahon can't make all that money and then have sex parties with billionaires. Oh, that sucks how Hugh Hefner... Yeah, I don't get how you guys are with the whole Jeffrey Epstein stuff. What's the difference between that and Hugh Hefner's mansion, assholes? Larry Flint. Guys, Dorothy Dandridge had to have sex with Otto Preminger to get a part in the movies to take care of her daughter who had birth defects and disabilities from being conceived by performing in clubs that had too much liquor and too much cigarette smoke. Okay? And it radically affected their young daughter because she was conceived sexually during partying. Okay? So, yeah, naturally. And then they kept partying and doing the show until they found out she's pregnant. And even then, she probably performed because they need money to survive until she couldn't perform anymore. Okay? I mean, Beyonce thinks she has toxemia. Okay? So, Dorothy Dandridge? Yeah. And then Dorothy had to get herself in shape and get right back to work to pay the medical bills for her daughter. Because you guys suck. Conservative, liberal, frog, limey, redneck, nigger, spick, wop, dago, bleh, bleh, mooly. You're fucking assholes. Yeah, you are fucking assholes. That's not a label. Every time you talk... sounds like shit, right? You're assholes. Okay. But you're not an asshole. You're a human being. Well, then stop the institutionalization, indoctrination, and incarceration and don't accept it. Then you won't accept the $50,000. Just walk away, Tommy. You won't see me follow. I don't follow him back home. He don't talk to me. He has like a virtual presence and I could watch you. It's like, yeah, what the fuck everybody does. Like, oh, wow, want to watch me masturbate? Want to listen to me talking to Amy about it? Okay. So they're telling her, no, because if the stuff would have happened that you and Angel talked about, Angel would have started competing with you like she did for your job. Okay? And it would have been a real pain in my ass because I'd get up and try to go to work in the morning and she'd be giving me oral gratification. I was like, okay, I got to go to work. I got to do this. I got to take care of the kids. But she'd be competing with Amy. And that would be horrible. No, it's horrible when women try to sexually compete over another one. It's like how they, with guys with no brains, it's, oh, this is great. I'm getting all this great sex. It's not going to last. Because as soon as she wins, the thrill is gone. When the new wears off and the glare is gone. Yeah. You see, my friend, I've been there too when she treats me like she's treated you as you wait to see who the next will be. You'll think of me. It's not about having what you want. It's the thrill of it's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rivals. Don't you get it? I got it. I didn't get it till after, like I told that lady in the ice cream aisle at Albertsons yesterday. I was like, no, I was a Christmas toy that, I want that. How come I didn't get that for Christmas? Yeah, you get all the good Christmas toys. Put the Christmas toy. Now, I can play better with the Christmas toy than you can, and then you get that, and it's like, oh, it's just a Christmas toy. I want a new one. And the shit. Okay, I did not appreciate being Richard Pryor to Jackie Gleason's kid very much at all. Thank you very much. Fuck you. Sucks. That was my first marriage. Yeah. Okay? And then she was not equipped to be a wife or a spouse. No, not at all. She was not equipped to handle times being mature and handling it mature. Anytime something happened, Kay's, it wasn't Chief's. Kay's thing was, I'll take care of it. You do what I say. I'm right. Right. Chief would try to set up the conditions, but what happened is halfway through the helping, they got restationed. And Steffi was doing great in Japan because she had Chief. And Chief is a great buffer between Kay and the rest and her. Kay runs the house. Kay is the queen, right? Chief is a great, but she's doing this and that. It's okay. Don't worry about it, honey. Just do this and do that. She'll be taken care of. That'll get oiled. And then you get that, and then you get to do your thing. Thanks, Chief. Oh, I thought she was having a simulation panic attack when Chief got sick and all that stuff. No, she was really freaking out because she loved him so much. And he was her buffer. He was her protector. Okay. It was hard for Shelby to do it because of his social position and him being constantly put down and abused. And Chief knew that. The Chief adored Shelby like I do. And, but Chief, he was just that type of person. He didn't use his position to make others feel inadequate. He used it to sit there and say, hey, just because he can't read or he's got a learning disability doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to be treated with respect. He's doing the best he can, and that's all we can ask from him. And he's way better than what we perceive we're getting out of him because of the people that want to make him feel inadequate so they can feel more adequate than him. Hi, professionals. I think I want to be a psychologist. I think I'm going to be a physicist. I'm going to be a laureate. What's a laureate? A person who gets a medal from a guy who invented dynamite to blow up mountains to get more gold and then make a medal with his head on it. That's a laureate. That's just fucking crazy. I know. Go Commodores. I got to go connect to Vanderbilt University some more, guys. Okay, I love you very much. Have a nice day. I'm going to connect to all the Temple Set Illuminati members where I've been. I'm cleaning up hell. One cyber experience at a time. What do you think we ought to go to Colorado Springs after Music City? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm thinking I might go to Graceland and then go. I don't know. I might save Colorado Springs for last. Okay, guys? Them or San Jose. Not sure. Do you know the way? Okay. I got lots of friends in San Jose. So they say.